One thing I've learned from this whole thing is what I've shared. No one be nice. So the thing is, I am Nedu, Emmanuel, Ani. I'm the king of talk in Nigeria. I'm a lion. I am who God has made me to be. I'm not Babuski. I'm not Babuski. I am who God says I am. I'm a child of God, and I serve God. I'm an Igbo boy from Onkano, from Igbo Walker in Enugu State. I don't hurt anybody, and I would never hurt anybody. If maybe something where I talk don't hurt you personally, bara, by bara I means forgive. Yeah, forgive. Where I don't know if something I have said anywhere must have offended you, I apologize. Forgive me. But you see, from today, that's all. I forgive everybody, and I love everybody.
This is going to be the last time we're talking about this. Please, let's just move on. Skits day to drop. We're funny guy. Say I'm not really drop one. So please, you have them. Start posting. So yes. First off, the other one, what you talk, I don't forget. You see, okay, you did disappoint us.
Refuse to.
Okay, the Jojo of Lele home.
Yeah,
Baba, you know how many years I don't do this thing? You know how many years I don't do industry? Now, Baba, go ask, in case you're not aware. This is going to 20 years. I have had attacks. I have had people call me names. I have had people say you sleep with people's wife. I never see one. I wish at least there's no. I'm just saying there's nothing like that. I've had people call me weird names. But bro, not everything the person talking will reply. One thing I've learned as a broadcast journalist is that what you find is what you make continue. If you don't, there's no point. All these things are just hearsay. He said, she said, he said, she said. Where's the proof? I cannot. But I know. And you say whether I regret bringing you on. No, I don't. Everybody is entitled to an opinion and to the platform. If you will be here won't come the platform, you will come. And it's for anybody and everybody. Do you realize that same platform, people's lives have changed from that same platform? So people will look at you and tell you, oh, this episode, oh, that episode, this episode, oh, I love this, or I love that. So, he had his opinion. Do I support the opinion? No. It's his opinion. It's not my opinion. No. So, Baba, I don't answer you, Abi. I don't know. I don't have issues with anybody. I should say it true. I don't have any issue with anybody. And the perfect example of follow peace with all men. That is who I am. Before now, you not tell anybody when we come open market talks, they do me this one, they do me that one. I just a platform, they talk, doing my job. Maybe a guest must have said something that offended you, or some statement would have offended you. Or that would have been something that you would have even personally reached out to me. Everybody that is on this case dragging, let me get it straight. Let me set the record straight. I have no issues with any one of them. Till now, I'm not
Thank you very much. My name is Nedu from TBC. I want to ask a question as regards who accused you of collecting 5 million to be on the show, and the fact that it's always hard to talk about the change last minute and also it's just
Okay, so as we all know, the Honest Body platform has a package that allows you to come and sponsor them. You're allowed to come and either promote the product or brand your business. If you are familiar with your rate card, that option is there. Mr. Mogolo reached out and said, I want to come on the platform as a paid guest. So he asked, what are you coming out to promote? And he said himself. And he said, okay, we will share with you a list of potential conversations that we're having in the next couple of weeks. You can decide what works for you. He decided, there are charts to prove this. And I forgot to mention that we would also be picking up with Mr. Mogolo's situation legally. There are charts to this where he decided that he wanted to talk about the topic he spoke about. And to further buttress that he wanted to speak about it, he shared an old TikTok video he had made about the topic before the interview, that he's already making content like this, and so this is the topic he wants to speak on. And they said, okay, we would also have another guest that will provide balance to the conversation. So we'll put you with another guest. We don't have a problem with the topic you want to speak about. It's something we've had conversations about before, but we can continue the conversation. He came on the show with the other guest. His first complaint was, he thought he was going to be the only guest for that particular conversation. And they informed him there is not a balanced conversation. We can't have him just for 1 hour talking about how men should not see women as women should not see men as poverty elevation schemes. We need to balance it. So after it became a bit of an issue, Honest Bunch said, okay, because you were thinking you were going to be the only one, and now you're sharing the platform of conversation with somebody else. To calm the situation, out of the money you paid for the sponsored appearance, a certain amount will be paid back to you, which will cover for the other guests. And he said, okay, that's fine. And they went and recorded the episode. The episode was put out. And people, of course, had strong opinions, which is normal, about what he said. And a lot of people shared their opinions. I don't know, maybe he felt the reaction he got was not what he was expecting. I don't know. That's left for him to provide clarity. But he never even reached back to Mr. Nedu and say, oh, I'm upset, this happened and that happened. We all woke up and saw him on another platform alleging. The lawyers have reached out to him to ask him to begin the process of retraction, and if he's not going to retract, we'll take it up and follow due process legally and sort that out. So that's Mr. Ogolo's situation.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Over here.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Dami from Pulse, Nigeria. So I think it's best for us to touch on the conversation or the relationship with VDM, because for the most part it birthed this entire thing. So I would like to know at what point that relationship went sour, and so people just understand context. Yeah.
Of that one, he never did. So I don't know where this whole thing is coming from. He never did. We talk. Well, we talk when we see. Let me add, we're not best of friends, but we talk when needs, when the need arises. So there is not even, the truth is, if you're my friends, you think this guy now, your guy now, well, like, I don't saying it here? I don't know. There was no, you know, say, yeah, relationship go reach to this, we don't go sour as you take talk. You know, get where he reach. You know, say, there's some kind of number where you just get, just one on talk once in a while, like, when I feel like 2 months, I'm not talk, when I feel like 1 month, I'm not talk, when I talk. I was just saying, no issues, nothing. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you so much. Next person. Okay. All right.
Good afternoon. My name is Ifeoma from Verydarkman. This morning, I happened to see the Verydarkman video this morning. My husband was actually watching it. And I saw him giving instances on the accounts that were paid, the charity money too. I saw a money coins with your name. I don't know whether it was on my post or, okay, with someone's name, and he said they were paid directly to Nedu's account. It wasn't the account of the company. And please can you clarify on shed more light on that?
Okay, so let me shed more light. The account that the money was paid to was a money coins account, and it was opened as the Nedu Scholarship Foundation initiative, right? I was the one who supervised the opening of the account because the initiative was separate from Nedu as a person, right? Now, that day of the donations, like I said, because of the issues we had and the fallout we had and then them abandoning us halfway, we had outstanding responsibilities. One of the responsibilities was to the event planning, right? So we decided to have donations that particular day, only that day of the event, sent to that account. Every other donation that was done before and after was done to the school account, that's who we have the agreement with. The 4.1 million that was raised that day, 4 million was given to the event planners. There's proof of that. And we told them the reason why they got that money was we could not have a legal problem with them because they had done the service for which we hired them. So even if we're having problems with our partners, they can't be dragged into it. So we paid them to sort it out. The 100,000 that was on it, we also paid, I think, somebody that did a performance because we had to cancel some of the high-profile performance we had lined up when they said, oh, we're not going to continue funding the campaign and the event, right? So all that was provided to the police. At no point, and I say it, at no point Mr. Nedu received any money personally into his account on behalf of the foundation, right? People were giving the Nigerian account for the school, and they were given the link for the school. So at no point did he come out and solicit and say, send me money, right? Send money to my account. If you go to the social media, you still see that the link that is there leads to the website of the school, and that's where all the payment details and everything is. There's a video on this page that also says, you're not sending me the money. Send the money to so and so place. They are the ones that will provide the scholarship. All I'm just doing is using my platform and using my followers to raise money for this initiative. And it's because of this kind of situation, he was very clear that I do not want the money to run through my account. And it's why he also insisted my management company will project manage this. I'm not going to be directly involved. Anything that you people, both the management company and the partners tell me is what I'm going to do. So it's why I said the information is out there. But when your intent is to misrepresent, of course, you won't do due diligence.
All right, thank you so much for that.
Good afternoon, everyone. Najit from Max FM. Speaking about your legacy in terms of helping students and this dispute, how does this apply to the students who may have applied I would like you to clarify if there are students who have applied for the scholarship and how do you want to move forward in the dispute happening.
Okay, so we have had at least over 600 students who have filled their application form, right, and submitted their details to our partners. And we were supposed to, from that 600, start picking those that were eligible. But because of this fight, everything came to a stop. Even the donors that pledged that we were supposed to follow up on, we have not followed up on any donor, right? Because we're trying to resolve the issue. Is why when also things kept dragging, because for him, it's something he's passionate about. It's something he has been doing individually, just help people out of his pockets and everything. So he said, can we find a solution? Can we agree on something? And it's why we had several conversations that led nowhere, right? We couldn't find a middle ground. Even when it got to the police, we still tried to find a middle ground because he was concerned about the students that had applied, and he wanted to see, even if it's just 10 students we can start with, can we even just start with the 10? If the money we've raised can only do 10 people, let's start with that, and then subsequently we can continue raising more money. And it's also why he has never come out to say anything about the project, because he didn't want to, in case we're able to finally settle, he didn't want to have put a negative light around the project. So this is the first time that we are coming out to actually talk about, since June, we've been having this issue back and forth.
All right. Thank you so much. Nice person.
Good afternoon. My name is Kenny Ashton Punch. I wanted to address some of these allegations, sexual allegations, individually, VDM said he told him about some alleged sexual relation with some popular females in the industry.
Okay, for the sake of clarity, we do not address gossip. We do not address unfounded statements. We do not address hearsay. It is part of Mr. Nedu's job as a host to interact with people from different walks of life, right? He will not explain his interaction, his relationship with every single person. He doesn't owe anybody that explanation. Now, I also understand for the lady in question, we sympathize with her, that her name was dragged into this. She had reached out and requested that we put out a statement that Mr. Nedu has nothing to do with her. And we informed her that we don't respond to such things. If we were to keep responding, we will never stop responding. Because this is not the first time we've had, this one said, that one said, and everything.
So you can also say my ex-wife beat me.
So that's the thing. It's the price that you pay for being in the limelight. Talks are normal. You have to realize that if you're a public figure, you will hear uncertain things about yourself, and it's left to you to decide how you address it or interact with it. In our case, we don't bother. It's grapevine. It's grape.
So you know you can understand the following wife. Sorry.
It's grapevine conversation. We don't fuel it. We don't talk about it. We don't. If it's something that's worthy of being addressed, like this is worthy of being addressed, because it's you're dealing with something that has criminal connotations. We will address it. But I heard that you said you said to me that. Now, come on, let's hold for that. He's been in the business for almost 20 years. That's kindergarten talk, please.
Thank you. My question is like a follow-up question to my boss question. So I want to know, at the beginning of the whole discussion about the package for the scholarship, was there a discussion that an account is going to be created separately for the package for the program. And my second question is to Mr. Nedu himself. You are the one that had a personal discussion with this person. Were you kind of suspecting anything from the start?
Baba, I tell you, I don't suspect anything. The guy was like, he don't meet, I don't want to call names of artists. When he had 3 artists, A-list artists that he had spoken to.
Sorry, into the camera.
Okay, sorry, it would not long. 3 major A-list artists that he had spoken to for the thing. Those, according to him, but they bill our money. You have to pay this one. But me now, if you follow me on radio, you will know that this is what I do. I have people I pay school fees for. I have people I pay hospital fees for. I have people I pay house rent for. That nobody knows is what I do. So when he now brought it up, I said, how man, it didn't go good though. It's something that I do already. We're just going to do it in a larger scale. I didn't for one day suspect that this person will come back. I didn't. And that is part of the lessons that I've learned in my life in these past few days. I will say it later.
Okay, so as regards your question, so okay, when we started this work with this particular company, if we share the conversations, they don't partner with individuals, they partner with charities or initiatives or NGOs. So one of the jobs that they gave us was that we need to scale up what Mr. Nedu is doing and have it as an initiative or an NGO, so that they are not dealing with him as a person. Which is why the name of his foundation is the Nedu Scholarship Foundation Initiative. Meaning that what we do in the foundation or initiative is give out scholarships in partnership with them. We raise money and then people benefit from scholarships in partnership with them. So as an initiative or as an NGO, once you start the process of setting it up, obviously you now need to have your own accounts and all that. That account didn't come into play until we realized that we were left in the middle of the sea and we were indebted to vendors that we had brought on board for the project. Because the agreement was we will fund the activities of the foundation initiative. It will raise money for scholarship, and the scholarship will be given to students. That was the agreement. We have that gentleman's agreement clearly written out in a text exchange between Mr. Nedu and the other gentleman. They both agreed, and he stated this is not an unusual thing, we do it all the time. So it is why once the money that was raised was sufficient to cover the bills that we had outstanding, we stopped receiving any more donations. And we told them, let's sit at a table, agree, then we can now move forward to collect the pledges that people have pledged. We had somebody that pledged 10 million. We haven't collected 1 naira from him. He's not dead, he's alive. We told him, please hold on, let's resolve this problem, our problem, then we'll come back to you. So that way, this your 10 million will go to somebody who desperately needs it, right? So that's how that account came to be. Or else we would have been sued by the event planner, who also had vendors working for her that she needed, our company needed to pay. Right? So we said, let's sort you out, ma'am, because you are not the problem in this situation. You have done your job. both of us have a legal relationship. We hired you to do a job. You gave us a service agreement. We signed the service agreement, and the service agreement has its terms and conditions. So to not have a situation where we have several legal issues, let's be done with you, and then we can have conversations with our partners to salvage. So if our partners had not woken up on the 5th of March, 4 days before the launch of the initiative to pull out, this whole situation would never have occurred. It would have just gone on, done the events, and continued with our raising of funds.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We'll take one more after this and then we'll wrap up. Thank you. Yes.
My name is Juliet. I write for Bankers. My question is regarding your decision to step away from the podcast. Is it temporary or is it permanent? Is it maybe just a break while things simmer down? And if not, what's your next move?
Now everybody will be fine. Actually, see, don't leave no comment for now. On that part, no comment. The mono, just for now.
Thank you so much. Your last question. When are we going to see the honest bunch?
For Mr. Nedu, it's the Honest Bunch is not just a random platform. As he has said, he was part of the initiation when the idea was being birthed to create this platform where people could have honest, hard conversations. He was part of the group of people that said, let's do it, right? Glitch also being another partner. So they are the production company that produces the Honest Bunch. So the day-to-day recording and all that of the Honest Bunch is the responsibility of Glitch, right? Please, can somebody just help me respond to the person? Thank you. So in other words, he is a stakeholder beyond just being a host. Now, it's very heartbreaking when a situation begins to affect your baby. What do? You preserve the child. You're not half as important as the child. If you're a true parent, your first thought is to preserve the child. So when it became clear that this was a personal attack because of another guest's statement that could have been addressed, and an expectation was being set that if you are friends or you have relationship with Mr. Nedu, when somebody comes to the Honest Bunch to talk about their story and it involves you, Mr. Nedu is supposed to put a stop to it, or is supposed to do something about it. He said, I will not have that be the narrative. I'm too professional to have that be the narrative. So if stepping away from the Honest Bunch will let people see that these conversations will still be had. The person that wants to say anything will still get the chance to say what they want to say. If you're offended or you have a contrary opinion, you still have the opportunity to either come on the Honest Bunch or go somewhere else and share your own opinion. But what you will not do is use my relationship with you as an expectation that I would in some way shut another person up. So I will be stepping away and the Honest Bunch will continue. Now when I'm not in the picture anymore and somebody else comes and says whatever it is they say, Hopefully this time, you will address the person, or you will address their opinion, and not go on a personal attack spree. Because if I wasn't in the picture, who would you attack? Would you not respond to whatever was said? And if you didn't want to respond, which is also your choice, you could just ignore. Silence in itself, it's also a statement, right? So you have that option, ignore, or do a rebuttal, or on your platform, explain your own side. For you not to do that and expect that, oh, why would Mr. Nedu be there, and you call me your friend, and they're saying things about me, and you're not shutting it down. That fundamentally points to part of the problems that is wrong with us in Nigeria. It's entitlement. You're expecting me to use my position to benefit you. What about the other person that has something to say? How many people am I going to use my position to continue to protect or benefit? So that's why we stepped away from the honest bunch. We want to maintain the sanctity of the honest bunch. We want to protect the honest bunch. We want it to continue to try. If you read his statement, he wrote it there, he said, let it try, let it continue, let the conversations continue. You may not be a fan, and that's fine. But there are people that it has provided some sort of relief for. There are people that have learned things from the platform. So we're not going to kill it because you're not happy with what somebody on the platform said about you. That's not going to happen. So if I'm the problem and you think that you want to use personal attacks, personal information about me to discredit the platform, I'm no longer on the platform. What's next? So that's it.
All right, thank you so much. Let's have someone else.
So I'm a bit disappointed that you have refused to respond to the allegations that VDM made. You said that they were not important, but you've also said that they were important enough for Nedu to leave the Honest Bunch podcast to resign from his position. So I'm a bit disappointed about that. And I was going to ask, do you regret bringing D1 to your show and allowing him to speak so freely?
First off, the other one, let you talk. I don't know that. You say, you did disappointed, say.
You refused to
address the allegation.
Okay, the Jojo of the one.
Yeah,
Baba, you know how many years I don't do this thing? You know how many years I don't do industry? Now, Baba, go in case you don't aware. This is going to 20 years. I have had attacks. I have had people call me names. I have had people say you may sleep with people's wife. I never see one. I wish. There's no, I'm just saying there's nothing like that. I've had people call me weird names. Oh, bro, not everything a person talking will reply. One thing I've learned as a broadcast journalist is that what you fan is what you make continue. If you don't, there's no point. All these things are just hearsay. He said, she said, he said, she said. Where's the proof? I cannot. Baba, no. And you say whether I regret bringing D1. No, I don't. Everybody is entitled to an opinion and to the platform. If you wait there and won't come the platform, you will come. And it's for anybody and everybody. Do you realize that same platform, people's life have changed from that same platform? Some people will look at you and tell you, oh, this episode, oh, that episode, this episode, oh, I love this, or I love that. So, he had his opinion. Do I support the opinion? No. It's his opinion. It's not my opinion. I didn't, no. So, Baba, I don't answer you, Abi.
Let's do two more.
Yeah. So sorry, I just remember Lucky Udu, so I'm like, yeah, I need to ask a Lucky Udu question, because I know that he made some very interesting, strange claims, you know, as regards your conversation, having him on the podcast. So I'd like you to maybe clear the air, so we're just sure of what the context is. Hi.
On that one.
You don't want to mention his name?
No, I will.
Oh, okay.
I will. It's sad. You asked about I'm not going to mention his name, but you asked.
Right.
It is quite sad that someone on whose behalf I was asked to help, you know, decided to go the way he did. And somebody called me. In fact, Apollo, most content creators know Apollo. He's the one that called me and said, bro, this guy matter way people they do this one way. This is my issue when he gets with another content creator. Say, Baba beg, interview him. I say, okay, if he's going to come, let him come with the person he has, because the glitch had already invited that other person. I said, okay, since that one is coming, let him come too, so that face to face they sort whatever issues they have. Okay, you say your own. No one will go on. You say your own, you say your own. Do you get me? And he said no. And I was like, okay, get notes. I don't have his number. It was Apollo that called me, stayed on the call, and added him on the call. We've never talked before. We've never had a conversation ever before. So after he said he doesn't want to be on the same platform with the guy, I said, okay, no problem. Let us share grace. And everybody shared grace. I was shocked to see that. I had to even call Apollo. I'm like, guy, if not be said I want to help you, what thing will bring this thing? Now you cause this thing. So that's it. Have I answered your question? Good.
All right, thank you so much. This is the last question. 10 minutes from now. All right.
Okay, gentlemen of the press, my name is Temi Bayadi. I'd like to ask, you said so much about different people and different allegations and all that. I'd like to ask, Cyberpunk also had a lot to say, sharing DMs and all those things, accusing you of creating clickbaits, adding videos together, from the part of British Africa. Yeah. Yes.
No, he's not me, so it's
yes. Okay. But then she had conversations with you via her DM, according to her.
Right. There was a situation with, now if you are familiar with content creators, a lot of them have Facebook handlers, because there's a point it grows to that you cannot directly manage all your platforms. So in Mr. Nedu's case, we have a Facebook handler. The only platform Mr. Nedu can be found on, which has now also changed, is Instagram. Instagram, he has even handed over his Instagram at this point. Instagram was the only place. So normally when you call management and you have a personal problem, we'll always tell you, if it's personal, send Mr. Nedu again. Because chances are he will be the one to reply. If it's business, we can talk, we can respond. Now the Facebook handler, overzealous, right, put out the content and put a headline that was inflammatory to her. She reached out to Mr. Nedu and told him, oh, this is what I saw on your Facebook. And immediately he reached out and said, something is going on with my Facebook. I don't know what's happening. Why is he using this kind of headlines? And we immediately said, Facebook handler, what's going on? He said, oh, traffic, people will click on it and all that. We're like, as much as we appreciate the traffic, this traffic you want to give us is bringing problems. So we took down the headlines. He immediately went back to Verydarkman and apologized. The chat is there where he explained to her, I am so sorry, it's my Facebook handler, please don't be angry. They had the conversation to the point where she said, I have forgiven you. It's no longer a problem. I understand. She put it, she was not providing the evidence. So if you go to her conversation, you will see where she said, I have forgiven you, I don't hold it against you, I understand. And immediately, we decided to switch our Facebook handler because it was an error that we were not comfortable with. And since then, we've not had any of those kind of issues. The one thing with Mr. Nedu, and it's not because I manage him, if he's wrong, he's the first person to say I'm sorry. If he's wrong, he's not a person to stand his ground and say, even though I'm wrong, I'm still going to insist. Do you know who I am? He's the person to say, I am sorry. He has said I'm sorry to people that even we are like, why are you apologizing to this person? He was like, well, let's just fix it and keep it moving, right? So, yeah, even Mr. Wokolu, the model, he was a fan that reached out to the DM and said, I'm a fan. Would you be open to give me an opportunity to work on your set? And he said, okay, you can come around one of these days. He came around, he sent a message where he said, thank you for having me. I learned so much. I'm going for a competition. When I'm back, I'll stay in touch. He came back, he reached out and said, oh, I'm back, I won. He said, congratulations.
Now, you know that the part of the competition, you go where if they go the competition. Now you tell me say one competition. Say make I post now. He post home. Oh win then. You know the chats are here.
So that's how the relationship was built. So when he said, oh, I'm trying to amplify, I'm trying to build a brand, I would like to come on the platform. He immediately, the messages are in the production group where he forwarded it to the production and said, somebody wants to come on, it's a paid appearance and all that. And the group said, oh, what does he want to talk about? And that's, which is the normal process, right? And everything. So Mr. Nedu is the first person to say, I'm sorry, oh, I goofed. Sorry, no vex. So for the Verydarkman, before now, then it was trashed, she was apologized to. The Facebook handler was taken off his managing his platform, and we've not had such situations. We're not saying he's a saint, he makes mistakes. He's human, right? The definition of you being a solid human being is your ability to apologize when you're wrong. Say, I'm sorry, I am wrong. Right? So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been a wonderful time. I know a lot of people still have questions, but you do not have to. We can't take all the questions. So, and if you watch, this is not a.
Let me just say one last thing. It will not know. For everybody that knows me, see, I'm going to say it. Some of them are watching live now. They know. I am the perfect example of follow peace with all men. That is who I am. Even when you hit me, I will still hail you. As long as you finish, everybody going on. My life is a life of adding value to people. If whatever I'm doing is not going to add value, I don't do it. It translates to the podcast where we bring people to teach things, where you learn something off of it. It also translates to me on radio. Our backyard is what I do on radio. What we do, what they do for radio, past what they do online. Let me say it, in case you don't aware. I help married women when they beat for her the way they didn't beat me that time. Come out. No, stop, I'm serious. I help married women come out. I help rape victims, people that they have raped. They report, oh, God, you don't help us, nobody will help us. That is my fight. People people when the hospital, oh, my people want to do operation, will not get money. Ibrahim is here, he's here. He's one of them. I cannot count how many that is on the list. She knows that we're helping. So my life is valid. So whatever you are hearing, believe who you want to believe. But those that know me well. And I will say something. My management here said something. I don't handle my Facebook. And from all this from all this Instagram saying, I don't want it again, I'm not handling it again. That does not mean I'm not going to be creating content, mad ones. But if you send me DM, sorry, I won't see it again, not be media handler. Yes, it's regular answer. No, I don't want. Let me tell you why. Because she always complains. Her fight with me every time is, Nedu, you are too nice. That is her fight with me all the time. You're too nice, you're too nice. But let me tell you something. You see, that nice part of Nedu is dead. Yes, I'm going to say it. The nice part of Nedu is dead and buried. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to be a good man, but I'm not going to be nice to anybody again. And I'm unreachable now. You can't reach me no more. I was too accessible. I was too accessible and I was used by a lot of people. No more will I be accessible. If you think you have my number, think again. No, I'm serious. Sorry I'm saying this thing, sir. I know you did not want me to say this. If you have my number, you just delete it. Because I am done being nice. Oh, can you help me? Come help me blow my song. Even the ones where you go do radio promo for. When they go come and say, he not want to pay, we are supposed, he chop my money, he do this, I am done. And God will be for sorry, no, I'm serious. No, not that you don't, and look at the voice. I will like them now. Maybe I will bring Spaghetti voice. The truth is, I am tired of being used and abused by people that I call friends. I'm tired of you talking to somebody because you're a nice person and the person is recording your conversation to use it against you someday when you are talking to the person from a clean heart. I am done. You see, the people that are my people right now, they know themselves. And those are the ones that are going to remain being my people. Like I said, if you have my number, delete it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Don't, in fact, thank God my DM are not going to see him again. When you want to see me, I don't go out. If it's a past production at my house, that's all. He knows. They know. So, one thing I've learned from this whole thing is what I've shared. No more being nice. And Sarah, see, I don't know why I'm asking, I could just talk with you and talk.
Thank you.
Let me say it.
No, thank you. Thank you.
So the thing is, I am Chinedu Emmanuel Ani. I'm the king of talk in Nigeria. I'm a lion. I am who God has made me to be. I'm not a host. I am who God says I am. I'm a child of God and I serve God. I'm an Igbo boy from Monkano, from Isigo Walker in Enugu State. I don't hurt anybody. I and I would never hurt anybody. If maybe something where I talk don't hurt you personally, well, by I means forgive. Yeah? Forgive. Where I don't know if something I have said anywhere must have offended you, I apologize. Forgive me. But you see, from today, that's all. I love all of you, and to all my followers and the fans, you guys have been so worried. Thank you for the love. So one sent that message. One day, wait, now woman, wait, still try this in the hospital. I'm not in the hospital. I did. Thank you to all of you that have stuck with me. Most of you that know me, like I know Nedu. Thank you. For those of you that know me and did not say anything, thank you. I understand. Trust me. And for those of you that know me, but put fire, or kill him, die. Thank you too. I forgive everybody, and I love everybody. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much.
Thank you. I go by the name Black Mamba. Don't forget, I thank God for my subscribers, my phone, and my sub. If you like, if you comment, if you subscribe, I'll keep thanking God for you. I love you all.